Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode in our cozy forever world. If this is your first time with me, I'd like to give you a very warm welcome. My name is Egush, and I create content that helps people sleep, study, and relax. In today's episode, I've been very excited to spend some time with you in this episode, all week almost, because I cannot wait to continue building our aquarium. But let's start by saying hello to all of our cozy companions, commemorate a new dreamer, and of course, feed the cats. Hello, Alina. How are you today? Hi. Oh, one thing that you're going to absolutely laugh at. In one of our previous episodes, I was losing my mind because I couldn't figure out why the backpack wasn't showing up anymore behind me. And it's because I had this little toggle visibility button off. So I've been a little bit silly, I think. Haven't I, Alina? Yeah, she's nodding. Come on, Alina. Let's get you up on your feet and let's say hi to all of our other friends. Hello, Dreamy. Oh, Dreamy's just turned around and showing me her bum. Okay, Dreamy. Oh, oh, okay, and now you're giving me a kiss. Thank you, Dreamy. Hello, Wilbur. Hi. Wilbur doesn't want any of it today. He just wants to do his own thing. We do have a wonderful night. Is the sun rising or setting? I could not tell you. Oh, Wilbur's giving us a little hug. Oopsie Junior. Where do you think you're going, Oopsie Junior? You're gonna go and say hi to Daisy, are you? Oh, okay, you really want to say hi to Daisy. Hello, Daisy. Look how far apart your eyes are. Oh, oh, okay. Oh, all right, okay. Alrighty, we're just gonna leave them alone because I think they're getting a little bit too excited when I'm there with them. Come on, Elena, let's go and say hi to the cats and commemorate a new dreamer. Yeah, the other thing that was really silly was I was trying to find the sponges in the last episode while I was, or the episode before, sorry. Could not find the sponges. I was like, I had two sponges and I don't know where they are, and they were in my backpack the whole time. And a few people have been saying that. I know I'm quite silly sometimes. I do apologize. You're gonna have to deal with that. Egush does make a lot of silly mistakes. Some things are very glaringly obvious and he doesn't realize. But there are things that, I do hyper focus on as well. So I'm a bit of a mix of both worlds. Aren't I, Alina? Yeah. All right, let's get down to business. Let's commemorate a new dreamer. I'm very excited to commemorate this person, and I think they deserve a lot of love. And we're going to use missing from this wall. We've got oak, spruce, maple, fir, jacaranda. Hmm, kind of maybe just a lighter color now. Is that jacaranda? I quite like jacaranda. Let's do jacaranda now. And let's give this person, what color should we give this person? I was thinking orange, but we've already got Lotta there with orange. I would love to try brown, but I just don't know what it's going to look like. So let's have a go of brown. Otherwise, we're missing like red, aren't we? We don't have like a red here either. And red would actually be fitting. So we're going to try brown first and see how that looks. And if I'm not too fond of brown, because, sometimes those darker colors can be... Lena, excuse me. All right, so this lovely dreamer's name is MadamMushroom. And MadamMushroom has left so many lovely comments under our episodes, but I'm going to highlight the one from the last episode, which reads, "Thank you so much for making these videos. I recently got kicked out of my house, and your videos are the perfect thing I need to relax and calm down. Everything is crazy right now, but I can always watch your videos to ground myself. I'm really sorry that you got kicked out of your house, Madam Mushroom. I know that's a lot to deal with, but just know that I'll always be here, and our community will always be here to help you in any way that we can. And with that being said, I just want to thank you for being such a lovely part of our community, and I hope that you'll enjoy your stay here at the lagoon." So I'm going to try this brown dye now, Madam Mushroom. And I like that you've got mushroom in your name. That's why I was thinking brown or red, because mushrooms are normally like red or brown. So that's what we're going with. Let's try brown. Oh, I actually quite like that. Oh, that's nice. Okay, it's a bit darker than the orange. I thought it would be a lot darker than what it is actually now. I think that's lovely. Do you like it as well, Alina? Yeah, she just nodded as well. Come on, Alina. Let's go and feed the cats now. Oh, I do have this dye on me that I forgot to put back in the... Actually, let's keep it on us for a second. Because I have an idea. But at the moment... let's give all of our attention to the girls. Hello, Lily. Lily and Zara. Hello. How are we today? They're waiting for their fish. They're like, excuse me, where's the fish? We can talk about this later. Let's have the fish now. Lily, we're going to give you the cod today because I think I... Oh, she just agreed. Okay. Because normally I give you the salmon and I kind of want to give Zara the salmon today, okay? There you go, honey. And of course, one for you, Zara. Hello. Look at the little nose. It's so cute. Yeah, so the other animals, their eyes are all spread apart. But Lily and Zara, their eyes look a little bit more uniform. And I just realized that the shade on Zara's right eye is a little bit darker than Lily's, because Lily's has like a yellow, whereas Zara's has it's a bit more of like a beige, like orangish looking, a darker color. I love all these colors that Zara has. And Lily's just such a nice, simple, elegant cat as well. Alina, can you please leave them alone? Gosh, she's always in everyone's business, this dog. So what I was thinking is, I realized while doing the aquarium, I was literally swimming this morning, and I realized I should really grab some of those glowshroom blocks that we have, that we were designing the aquarium with, and we should really put some of those in our Dreamer's Lagoon. So that's actually what I'm going to do just before we get started on this build, because I feel like once I start continuing this aquarium build, I'm just not going to want to stop. I'm so excited, guys. I cannot wait. We do have a beautiful day today, and I hope you're getting nice and comfy and cozy now, and ready to relax with me. If you're here to study or draw, I didn't realize that there are actually a lot of dreamers who like drawing. That's amazing. I suck at drawing. I'm really bad at it, so it's really nice that we have people that can draw in our community. And if you ever have any artworks that you want to send me, please do. My email should be linked in the description. So, we're trying to find the glowshroom blocks now. That's glowing moss. Here we go, glowshroom. Let's grab like 2 or 3 of these. We have plenty of them actually, let's get 4. Nope, just getting a phone call from my brother. So I'm just gonna fling my phone onto the bed. Oh, and these alarite blocks, do these glow as well? Okay, that looks good. But it doesn't glow, so we'll leave them here. Actually, they might look nice in the lagoon as well. Let's grab just 2 of those. And some glowing silk. 4 of those as well. Alrighty, let's go back to the lagoon now. For those of you who might be wondering, like, Egush, what if your brother's, he's got an emergency? He's got a lot of people around him. I think he'll be fine. And, he's a grown man. I always, in the back of my mind, and the reason why I think this as well is, in the back of my mind, I always try to respond to calls and texts as soon as I can, because I have had a bit of trauma with like an emergency situation before where I didn't know something was happening. So I'm just kind of, saying maybe that's some of you feel that way as well, where every time you get a phone call from someone you care about, you have to pick it up straight away because you're worried. I've had that lately. I didn't feel that way before, but recently, because I've had that experience, it's been getting better, but because I've had that experience, I'm always worrying if I get a phone call now. It's not a very good feeling to have, but at the same time, at least it shows you that you care, and that's important. So I want to put I want to put a glow shroom on the bottom of one of these, maybe even 2. So maybe one here Let's put one there. Or maybe we have to make it so that the glow shroom is kind of on its own. Like, instead of this, we put the glow shroom there. Oh, why is there? Let's just put a piece of cobble down there for a second. Yeah, there we go. I quite like that. Oh, did we fill up the... Oh, we didn't. Okay, we'll need some deep slate as well. Oh, we've only got deep slate tile. Okay, how about we just do like a deep slate stairs? Because I don't really spend a lot of time decorating this place because I've did it before and I kind of like having it messy. I hope you enjoy having this messy area as well. It's get very cozy because there's a bit of a mess. You know, there's different blocks around and stuff. I really love it personally. It's one of my favorite places. We could get rid of this. The problem is if we do this, it might be harder to put a sign down. Alright, so glow shroom there. And I'd love to put one here as well. Right underneath Kikikuri. And maybe on this side too. So we have it kind of in every side. There we are. And because Bugs is blue, now we've got that spare bamboo barrel, which we can probably place as well. I really have to figure out what I'm going to do with that corner. Maybe we can put the bamboo barrel here. There we are. Lovely. And we've got some of this, we can't put it there. Looks a bit weird, doesn't it? We've got to be careful with these glow silk because you can... I didn't bring my shears with me. Oh no. Okay. See how you can't collect it if you don't shear it? It is what it is. Let's put some down... maybe over here. Yeah, that's quite nice. And perhaps we could do one just over here as well. There we are. Is that still open? That's good. Cool. We didn't get to use the Alarite, but that's okay. Maybe we'll just put two like that for now. Cool. And let's start heading back now to the aquarium. And it looks like we have a beautiful sunset. How wonderful is that? It is important for us to have a bit of reflection as well after each day. So your day is finishing today, and you're here with me to rest after a long, stressful day. And I just want you to know how proud I am of you. And if you're having some trouble sleeping, even with me here, please take a few deep breaths. I often find that nothing helps me more when it comes to sleeping than just being present and taking a few deep breaths. Just focus on the air entering your lungs, okay? I feel like it often really helps when you can focus on something else rather than your own thoughts, and I know that's kind of counterproductive. I personally pretty much can only focus on my thoughts sometimes. That's why I'm so restless. But if you focus on your breathing, after a while, you realize that your thoughts aren't clouding your mind anymore. And please remember that every day is a fresh start and a new beginning, okay? We have a wonderful, wonderful aurora night here. And I'm really glad that we can keep each other company tonight. Let's go on and head downstairs now. And let's start, of course, just as it started to rain. The timing is unreal. Let's start to work through the night and get some building done. Yeah, hello Alina. She looks pretty cozy next to that glow shroom block there. So the next step here, we've pretty much done all of the flooring. And some of you were leaving comments on the last episode recommending, sorry, not the last episode, the episode before, trying to recommend like a floor pattern for me, and I didn't get to read them until a bit later, but it was insane how so many of so many of you actually had the pattern in your mind and it looked exactly like this. Like there were a few people saying that I should do diorite with some mossy brick, and that's exactly what we did. And I hadn't even read that comment before I started the floors. So I'm very impressed, but it's also nice that our minds think alike. So the next step I'd say is we have the sandstone on us, right? Yep. I actually think what we should do is we start putting some of these, not pillars so much, but just like support beams around, just so we have a good idea of where we're going to be putting them. And so I think we'll leave the staircase for later, but I do want to start getting a bit more on the inside done. Let's grab a sponge with us as well. And what I'd love to do, grab some dirt, because we're going to need some placeholder. I'm just going to expand that little axolotl corner a bit more, if I'm being honest. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this. Oops, let's just plug that real quick. And I realize there's a bit of a hack. If you make it so that the bottom is like this, when the water starts flowing down, it doesn't spread everywhere. I realized that in the last episode when we were doing these. I'll show you what I mean, just because there might be some of us that don't understand. So see how the bottom, if we do this and we break this block, the water kind of just flows everywhere. See that? But if we break this block and then break this, where the water's going to come down from. Oh, now it's connected to this one. Hang on a sec. There we go. So now, right, let's break this block again and watch what happens. It just flows there and it doesn't spread. And so I kind of wish I knew this before, but it's good that I know it now because at least it still helps us. And this is what I mean by I was saying in the last episode, I feel like life is just a series of experiences and you just get better and better. Okay, that's a different story. We're gonna have to cover that up for a second. Didn't realize there was sand. Let's just get rid of it for now. That's okay. And a catfish just fell in. Oh, no, no, no. I think the catfish is gonna accidentally. Oh, he's just. Excuse me. I really don't want to hurt you. Can you please go back up? Can I somehow collect you in a bucket? There were some people saying you can collect fish in buckets of water. Okay, cool. Alright, at least this way the catfish doesn't... I was gonna say drown, but it's not really drowning. I had this debate the other day. Okay, I'm gonna put this catfish over here. Does that work? How do I... Okay, there we go. Oh, where do you think you're going? Guys, please stay out, okay? I don't want to accidentally, kill a catfish. Yeah, we've just got to figure out how we're going to expand this first. Let's just get to doing that now. So let's expand all of this outwards. We'll figure out how we're going to layer it a bit later. So we want to do it like that. Oh dear lord. Alright, let's grab these. I think they're coming in here because there's like dirt and sand and stuff for them to eat. So what I'll do is I'll shape it first and then I'll worry about them later. Because I'm not sure how far we're going to go with this axolotl pond, but I think a couple more blocks in that direction for sure. Probably put our waterproof helmet on. Water breathing, respiration, that's the one, respiration. Yeah. What are you looking at? You are a big fella, aren't you? You've been eating a lot of sand and dirt, hmm? Okay, rid of these. Oops. That one too. Probably like one more layer up here. At least we're getting a bit of sand while doing this as well. That's kind of handy. Because I've had a problem with sand for a while. In the last episode we went and got like stacks and stacks and stacks of sand for sandstone. We're gonna need it for glass as well, so. Alina, you okay? Alina loves the water, so I'm not too worried about her being here. And for those of you who have been with me for a while, You probably know that Alina loves water. She's always jumping in the water when she can. Okay, I want to extend this out this way. Be careful with the way we do it, that's all. Maybe one more. There we go. Grab all the dirt before it all floats away. Oh gosh, that's a very hungry catfish. Just eating all the dirt. That looks much better, more spacious. That's kind of what I wanted. So let's get rid of this corner. And the new corner will be here, I think. Actually, probably here. This looks good. So this will be the new corner for the axolotl pond. And now it's just a matter of actually like extending it. So let's just open this up a little bit more. Because what I want to do is make it one taller. There we are. So this will be the level where the axolotl pond starts, right here. And we want to add a little bit of anti-symmetry to this. We're going to need to breathe in a second. Anti-symmetry for me just means like, let's make it so that it doesn't look so symmetrical, and that adds a nice natural element to it. And you do that by doing kind of just a few ridges in the building, something like this. Lovely. And then we'll need to go down from here, so let's just quickly cover up the corner. Maybe from here we'll go inwards one. There we go. Oops, we're out of sand. Not sand, dirt. Yeah, lovely. And then that's kind of the last outside of it there. We're gonna need to get some air in a second. But I think that's pretty good now. That's just about all of it. Let's just quickly jump down from here. There we go. And then just cover that back up. And now, that's better. Look at how much more space we've got now for the pond. That's going to be lovely. We're going to sponge this up in a sec. We just have to cover all of these kind of loose corners here that we've got. Fine. And this is my favorite part. Are you ready? Here we go. Boom. Oh, it didn't quite work, did it? Hang on a second. Why didn't it quite work? Maybe I didn't put it far enough into the wall. I'm still learning how to use the sponges myself, so we're going to trade that sponge in for the new one. Maybe just put it on this corner here first. Maybe I forgot to... No, I think it looks fine. There we go. I wonder if these sponges have a limit. I mean, we've got 4 of them anyway. And right up there. Cool. Whoever came up with this idea of sponges for Minecraft, absolute genius. Alright. So, now we've got a little bit more space to play with. I quite like it. Somebody actually said maybe we could do a calcite pattern with the diorite in the, as the ground. And I actually wouldn't mind trying something like that right now. So what we'll do is we'll grab the diorite and the calcite. And we're going to go to the stonecutter table. And we're going to see, let's see if we can make some calcite brick, like tiles like that. And see what it looks like. And I wouldn't mind making a pattern here for that. So literally, maybe from about, like here. This is where the axolotls are going to live. And we have so many axolotl name name ideas now because all of the lovely dreamers, all of you lovely dreamers have left some amazing ideas for the axolotl name. So we might have to get... Ideally, I don't know how axolotls, if they're normally in like couples or like if they're in groups, but if there's 2 or 3 of them, we'll probably try to get 2 or 3 of them. Maybe something like this. We need to think of the pattern a bit more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Maybe we start pattern from here then. Or no, how about we do this instead? Yep, so 1 more layer this way. There we are. And then the pattern will be 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Thing like this. Oh, sorry, I did the wrong thing there. I meant to go all the way across here. That meant to be calcite. And then the middle one. Yep. And then this here should be calcite as well. And that one there as well. It does have a, it's a small kind of, put a lantern down if we can. So we can kind of see it a bit better. Put a lantern in the corner. It's a small distinction, but it does kind of make it look a bit nicer. Nice little pattern. Sorry, Mr. Lantern, I'm gonna need to take you off for a second. Yeah. I quite like that. And then in the in-between, why don't we do some kind of... Let's do some kind of moss block, shall we? We have, I know we have the mossy diorite, but I was thinking a darker mossy block, mossy stone brick. Let's just see what that looks like before we make any final decisions. I always like seeing what it looks like. Nah, it does. It's too much of a contrast. I feel as though it's too much of a contrast. How about we also get some glowstone blocks? And we can do... Oh, you know what? What if we just did this? That's quite lovely, actually. The axolotls, we're going to make this a very nice pond area for the axolotls. We'll figure it all out. It's going to take us some time, I think. But we still have to do kind of the walls and everything first. That's kind of the last thing we do, I think. And then we go and find the axolotls. We kind of have to go all the way up with this for a second because I need to... You know what we should have done instead of doing what we're doing right now, actually? Let's just cover it up again. Cover that a lot. Let's actually break the bottom of these. That one and that one. And then let's let the water in. That way it won't spread everywhere and we get a kind of idea of what it might look like from the corner. Very nice. Now, the next step on our agenda is to start doing the walls, I think. And we're going to have to do some sandstone incorporation for that. We do have a lot of sandstone, which is lovely. Sandstone bricks. So let's start sorting. We don't need all this dirt on us right now. Flying moss, copper, deep slate. Now, I haven't thought about the wall design yet. Help me out here. What do you think might work? I think some stairs and some slabs for the corners and stuff, along with a lot of glass. I think a lot of glass is going to be important here. The glass doesn't have to be on the bottom layer so much, but it does have to be on the top layer. Does that make sense? I think that kind of... Oh, I think we smelted a bunch of glass, but we forgot to get it. What was that noise? Oh, oh no. No, 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 no. What are you all doing? How did... Oh my god. They're kind of making a beat for me while I'm trying to save them. Guys, can you please go back in the water? Okay, that's another one. You two, go. Ah, Like half my job is just taking care of all these animals. Goodness me. Okay, let's okay, alright, let's focus back up. I need to I need to go and get the glass from the where is it? I think it's in the forge area. Come on, Alina. You can come with me. Let's go. So we're gonna go back to the forge furnace room underneath our Garden of Dreams, and we're going to get some glass now. Because I remember smelting like 5 or 6 stacks of glass. I hope it's gonna be enough, but we do need a lot of glass. Honestly, with all these materials, we can probably just put them in the backpack for now. There we go. Oh wow, it remembered where the... Okay, never mind. Because I clicked the bucket and it went there and I thought that was the only one, but there was another one there already. And I was like, it remembered where the bucket goes. Could you imagine how insane that would be? If the backpack had its own memory of remembering where specific blocks go if you put them in the no sort area. Like, that was crazy. I hope the rain is nice and cozy for you. You're getting nice and comfortable already, if you aren't. I'm going to grab a bunch of sand that's been smelted now, so we've got a bunch of glass. And we've just leveled up. Level 45. Wow, that's quite a quite an achievement for us. Alina, you okay? Maybe I'll go and I'll take Alina back to the farm and just kind of let her relax there with the other animals. MadamMushroom, the dreamer that we commemorated today, also gave us a good idea. He said we should probably do like a gazebo area at the farm, and I tried to cover the top up as much as I could with the trees, MadamMushroom. So I do appreciate the suggestion, but MadamMushroom kind of just said, like, make sure you you make sure the animals aren't getting too wet, and I kind of agree, but it looks like there's barely any rain coming in anyway. I was just kind of looking at it before, just from this little area here. So maybe we'll do like a little bit of a cover on this side, maybe with a bit of glass. We could even start it maybe now, so let's just put a few glass blocks around and just cover that, because you're absolutely right, we don't want our poor animals to get all wet. But see all the other sides, I think they're pretty well covered. There's no rain really coming into the to the pen, it's all around it. Alina! Alina's showing us that she loves the rain and she doesn't mind. Come on, Alina, come back this way. Let's get you under the covers. The cover of the trees, I should say. Over here. Come on, girl. Oh, straight to the melon. Okay, we'll leave you there. We'll leave you there, that's okay. Anyway, let's head back down to the aquarium now, and let's begin putting some glass and stuff down so that we have some designs for the wall. This is also going to be kind of a trial and error practice. I think a lot of my builds are trial and error until we figure out what we want it to look like. And I think that's one of the best things about life is, you know, a lot of it is trial and error. Not just in Minecraft, but in general. Putting a lantern or two down around here just so that it's not so dark. Whoops. Oopsie-daisy. Lantern there as well. Alright, so we have all this glass now, and it's time for us to start messing around with the glass and seeing what we can do with it. We're definitely going to need some on the roof. So we'll probably start by doing the roof. Maybe a pattern of like, starting from here, right? To big line of glass like this. I would love it if it was up a bit further. So, I didn't bring any dirt, did I? Okay. I like when the glass sits a little bit elevated to the actual ceiling and the roof, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So if we put a dirt block here, oops. Put a dirt block here, and then the glass goes there. Does that make sense? Oh no, I'm kind of making a few mistakes here. Don't tell me that's Chuck. That'd be so funny if that was Chuck. That's how he makes his entrance, just while we're putting the glass down. There we go. Just let it all kind of even out. Yep, and that's exactly how I wanted the glass to look. Doesn't have to be always like that. So for example, over here, right, we can do a line of glass like an L. So if we go this way, maybe one more, an L, and then cover that with glass. There we go. Yeah, that's nice too, because then it's kind of on the bottom level too, you know? But I like it. We're just going to do a bunch of different patterns and see what we like the most, really. That's kind of the plan here. Maybe a cross. A little X kind of pattern here might look nice. Oh, that's dirt. Three, 4, 5. There we go. That's lovely. My keyboard lately has been playing up a little, so if you see me randomly just like going like this, it's probably because my keyboard isn't working or it's stuck. I might actually quickly just diagnose it. Hang on one second. I always have problems with my keyboard. It's a very old keyboard, and let's see how that goes. I don't think that one's actually plugged in. Yeah, so it's probably should be getting a new keyboard soon. And let's see if we can connect it again. Alrighty, here we go. Now, the next step might be this corner here. 2, 3, 4. This one is kind of, let's do it two ways. Let's do one elevated and one not elevated. Add a nice texture to it. Yeah, like that. I quite like that too. We can do the same thing here. So we'll do one elevated or two elevated and like one or two not elevated. On this corner, we'll go like this. And then two elevated on top there. Awesome. That's great. I'm gonna replace the roof with probably like sandstone and some other things. So eventually this is gonna look really nice. I want you to picture like sandstone all around. See, that we could probably turn into a sandstone as well, for example. Let's put some glass. I think the entire... What happened here? Did I forget something? Hang on. Coming down from these two. I must have made a mistake here. I didn't realize. Is that better? No, it's not really working. Okay, how about we just cover up the tops for now? Or it doesn't really matter really, because at the same time, I mean, we're going to be doing glass now in a second over here, so I should get rid of all the water. And now let's just get it back to how it was. There we are. And this corner here, and corner here. And now what I'm thinking, that poor turtle just like flew down here. What I was thinking for this corner is, I want to do glass pretty much from here all the way across. So literally from like, starting from here. Yeah, so this is what I mean. I was gonna do this anyway, so there wasn't really much point in doing what I just did with the dirt. Get rid of all of these corners here. That I was not meant to do that. See, I wanted to collect that lichen with a shear. Egush. I should go and get a pair of shears, just so that I have them with me. Alright. So glass for this part. We'll mix it up a little. We'll do like... Oops. So yeah, we'll do one... No, a couple levels higher, like so. And then as we get here, let's lower it a little. There we go. That should all start to bottom out now. And let's find our shears if we can. Because I did definitely have a pair of shears in my back. There it is. There it is. We had to do a big mining trip to get all that glowing lichen, so the glowworm silk, so need to be careful with it. Yeah, that looks really cool, where the glass is kind of shaped. What's next? I guess we could kind of do a couple levels down as they already were, so one there, one there. And then I think on the corner there has to be a pillar going up. So these corners will have to be pillars, I think. But we can do, the pillars can be mixed. So like, let's grab some of those sandstone bricks, right? Here's what I was thinking. So we do 3, and then we do glass. Again, so 3 like this, and then we'll do from there, do glass going up. Come on, Egush. There we go. Yeah, see how that looks? I really like that. Same with this side, but I think this side, I just realized we might want to make this one further in outwards, just because it'll make it look a little bit more open. This looks a little bit kind of tight as we're coming in, if the pillar's there. So let's grab some diorite slabs. Yep. And let's extend this out a little bit more. So 1, 2, 3. I think that one is fine. It's just this one here that we need to extend. There we go. And that would mean that this one here would need to be sandstone. Sandstone corner. And then on this corner here, we need to open this up a little bit, because if we open it up, what that allows us is it'll look way nicer when we do the actual glass here. Little salmons flying around. Grab all that dirt. Get rid of the gravel. Decorating the lagoon is going to be a whole nother thing I think we're going to have to do. Cool, okay. This is fine for now. But it's a bit more open now. Looks a bit more open. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I'm just going to do the math here. This needs to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then in 1. Yes, okay. So I think that should be where the pillar goes. Right there. So that'll be... Oh my goodness, that's a big catfish. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I'm trying to build here. Let's get a bucket. Just like I said, I feel like half of my job is just taking care of all the animals and the marine life around me. Let's put the lanterns away so we don't have any problems. Okay, it looks like he's gonna leave now. Mr. Catfish. Oh, you're gonna be in the bucket now. You're stuck there for now. Silly, silly catfish. Okay, so... Okay, there's a pillar there. Has to be. This has to be a pillar. So let's make it a pillar. 1, 2... Get rid of the sand, get rid of the dirt, so that the glass makes it look nice. And we're going to have glass there. 2, 3, and then sandstone. Yep. And then on this side here, we're gonna do kind of the same thing. So again, we'll just do a pillar here. Unless we do it... yeah, no, that's fine. I think that's fine. For this one, let's do 3. And then glass. We want to kind of switch it up a little. There we go. And then at this corner, we can also leave a sandstone. That's fine. And this corner and this corner as well. So let's make all of this just like a sandstone wall. Sorry for all the water noises. It's not easy doing what I'm trying to do right now. I know it looks easy, but it's just not easy at all. You'll have to bear with me. Personally, I love water and water noises, but I know that I'm a bit unique in a lot of ways, so when it comes to thinking about stuff like that. And sometimes I like things that most people don't. Because I'm a bit weird. I'm definitely a bit weird. There we go. And here we want to do just a pillar block up. And here we want to do glass going pretty much all the way up. We have a nice balance of different materials there. Yeah, that looks quite nice. I think maybe let's ditch this corner and make it complete sandstone. Good. All that's left is to figure out why there's a leak, and it's up there by the looks of it. Yeah, let's quickly just plug this with... No. Salmon are going to try to go down again, I have a feeling. There we are. I just realized how much easier it is to do the roof if we're actually on the roof instead of doing it from down there. Look at how much easier this is. Oh my goodness. Stone. These two can be glow shrooms. Gotta make sure we don't drown by accident. Let's go down now. Get some air. Okay. Isn't that so much better? Doing it from the roof. That's starting to look really nice though. I really like this. What can we do with this dirt here? We can make one a glow shroom block and then a sandstone brick. We don't want to do only sandstone, that's the other thing. We need to mix it up a little bit. So we've got these lovely glow shrooms, but maybe we can use some of these allarite blocks and we can use some of the amethysts and stuff as well. We don't want to use all of it, but we do want to use a decent amount because the reason why we don't want to use all of it is because when I make the axolotl pond, I want to have some cool materials for that as well. Allarite brick. Let's get maybe seven bricks. Let's see if we can make pillars out of the allarite as well. So maybe like one of the pillars here, like this one. Let's turn this into allarite. Yeah, that looks. Yeah, that's very nice. I really like the way that looks. There we go. That we can keep as sandstone. How are we gonna do that? So, yep. And then can we get down there? Can we fit? I don't think we can, no. I instinctively just pressed Z on my keyboard, Z, because often when you play other games, proning is the Z button. So shout out to other gamers if they recognize that keybind. I think we'll get rid of these just for a second. Gotta figure out where we're gonna go. Okay. So glass here. But maybe we elevate the glass. Yeah. Let's elevate the glass. The catfish is still in the bucket. I just can't let him out because I just know that as soon as I let him out, he's going to go in and try to eat things again. So that's good. A layer of glass like that. Right above. We haven't done any stained glass yet, but I love the way that reflection looks. I think that was why we brought the cyan and the yellow and the light blue, so we could stain some glass. So maybe let's try that now. I remember seeing the recipe was something like, oh, this aquarium. Hang on. Oh my god, we can make an actual. What does that have in it? Oh my god, that's amazing. What happens if we make two of them? Put them side by side. Do they look? Do they kind of? Oh, that's insane. Can you believe it? That's really cool. That's gonna come in pretty handy. To be real. It's gonna come in very handy. It's really cool. Maybe we could put one. Let's see what it looks like over here. Look at that. It's not really an aquarium. It's just like a tiny little glass box with some sand on the bottom. But it fits really well. I really like the way it looks. Probably do one on this corner too. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, like it looks really good. Wow, what a discovery we've just made. Make a few more of those. We do have heaps of glass, so we have no worries. We can make a couple of them all around, really. Two on the bottom here might look nice. Is this going to be... Figure this out. Can we... No, or it becomes watery. Get rid of this pillar. Leave it for now. Come back to it. No, I think we kind of have to leave it as one there. Let me grab some glass. Sorry, I haven't really been like talking too much about other things. I'm just so focused on this build. I've been so excited to do this. Now we've got to figure out this corner. Yeah, this. Let's do this one next. Has to be pretty standard here, I think. It just has to be like that. But we can do it one level up. So like this. Can be glass there actually. This can be a glass block up here. As long as it's surrounded by like sandstone, it'll still look really plausible. This can be glass up here. I think if I'm gonna do glass there though, I also need to think about the top. And what I'm thinking is we do glass here and next to it as well. Like here. And even one up there. Go. Yep, I like it. And then if we can get rid of this, you figure out this wall now. So I'm thinking literally just glass all the way up. And Catfish is trying to get in. Yeah, and then this will do sandstone. And sandstone. 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 No! Mr. Catfish. Okay, we're gonna have to put his friend away first. Let's go and do that. Let's go straight up. You can go there. And then your friend, where is he? Where did he go? Oh, maybe he just left on his own. Okay, well that's good. Don't you dare come down here though. There we go. Yeah, and then that there can be... Yeah. Wonderful. Really cool. I don't know, I'm kind of just thinking we just make this all glass, you know? Like, let's just give it a shot and see what it looks like, because I think it would work. How do we do that? So one there, there. Yeah, I mean, I quite like that. It's on its own. When we finish the walls on the inside, we're probably going to go outside anyway and start looking at, you know, doing other things. One of these blocks should 100% be the... Do the same one here. Make that into like an aquarium. No, it looks a bit... You can't have too many of them because then it kind of defeats the purpose. Alright, we need to fix this leak because this is starting to become a bit of a problem. So let's quickly get rid of this pillar. Make this a little bit more open. This side. Open that up there as well. And now it should be fairly easy. I would love to do alurite again on that corner, but we are running out of it. We didn't have too much of it, so... Actually, maybe that corner there can be alurite as well. So I know we said we wanted to keep some for the axolotl pond, but I'm getting a little bit antsy. I want to keep using it, so... What does a normal alurite look like? Oops, that is not alurite. Nah, I like when it's a brick form. So put it in there. Oops, put it in there. Turn it into the bricks. We could do smooth alurite too. I love the bricks. The bricks look so nice. And yes, I was thinking one of these corners here can be alurite as well. Maybe this corner? Or that corner? Have a look. Let's do it here. Let's do it over here. So right here, we're gonna do alurite all the way up. I think that's perfect. I'll be honest, it looks so nice. On the bottom here, we're gonna just do sandstone and then glass. Make the whole thing glass. Now these glow shrooms, see, like these glow shroom block, I think we need to put on the bottom of the alurite. Like that. Instead of up here. So let's replace that with sandstone. There we go. And see, now we've got a few areas where we could definitely do glass up here. That can be glass. That could probably be glass. 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 Wonderful. Five. So, get rid of this. Just trying to see what that looks like. Okay, yeah, that glass here. And the other glass kind of has to go get up there. Perfect. The other glass has to go up here. So. And then it kind of evens out perfectly, right? Yep. Get rid of this. There needs to be a bit of sandstone going around here now. I like the L shape here, but I don't like that sandstone isn't connected. Let's get rid of that one. Okay. This can be sandstone here. We're gonna need to get some air real quick. And I'm thinking we need to get some more sandstone bricks as well, so let's go and do that. Let's get another half stack of sandstone bricks. Where are we here? Sandstone bricks. How's that starting to look up there now? Yeah, that's much better. But again, it just looks like it's all one color in a sense, and I'm not a huge fan of that. Why don't we get some diorite bricks as well? Jay. Got some slabs. At the moment, I'm not too worried about doing like the other slabs and decorations and stuff because we do kind of just need to get this roof kind of just get a layout for the roof, you know. And once the layout is done, we can then worry about like what goes where and how we're gonna do that. So this corner here, let's make this corner diorite. Just see how it looks. Just see how it looks. We blended with the sandstone. There we go. Doesn't really work well with the sandstone bricks, does it? That's okay, sometimes that's just how it is. Get rid of that dirt. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need to just plug these holes up here now. So this sandstone feels like it's a bit too low. Let's get it and take it one level up. Dirt there. Sandstone bricks. Perfect. That should be exactly what we were kind of trying to do there. And then even here, like, this can all be sandstone, but it can just be one level up. Glass looks fine here. What is this supposed to be though? Is this just another part of the wall or something? Oh, that's where the carpenter's table is. Right. Oh, here comes another catfish. That's okay, just let him be. Not his fault, he's just looking for some food. Go over the top. Yeah, like that. Kind of perfect. And then over here... Oh, we've got to figure out what we're going to do with that bottom part of that now, aren't we? Oh, I didn't even realize, but it stopped raining. We've got like a sunrise. Wonderful. Lost track of time again. Crazy how invested I've gotten into this. Brick. Oh, that is not the right brick. Sandstone brick. And then a glass block up there would look really cool, wouldn't it? Maybe even more going across like this. We'll have to get rid of these first. And this was meant to be that L. This is where that L is. You know that L that we made? Maybe we can do some glass just going around in like a random pattern. Something like this. One or two glass blocks here. Get rid of the dirt there. Bricks like that. Get some air again. Okay. There's a big catfish family trying to get in and they're blocking each other, thankfully. I should collect that so they... There we go. Gosh. They're all huge as well. Big fellas. So... yeah, we go up here. Oh no, we can't. Yeah, that's fine. Look at how nice this looks now. It's so open. I really like it. All the glass and stuff. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted it to be really nice and open. Let's turn this into sandstone and start making a few pillars just on this side because we want the water to kind of just like stop leaking in. That's good. And then there are a few catfishes. There's one catfish living in here, so let's just collect him. We can just grab him like that. These other catfishes are stuck, which is good. Sponges. Excellent. And I know we've got probably a hole up here somewhere, do we? Yeah, right. No, we don't. Okay. Sponge should work then. There we are. Oh yeah, no, there is a hole there. Okay, gotcha. But that's where we can do another piece of glass. collect our sponges again. We've got one left. I was going to say we should have 2 wet sponges and we've only got 1. I was getting a bit worried there. Now for the roof. Is it all? Oh, it is filled. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, here we go. Let's just start drying these sponges. And in the process, let's have a look at what it looks like. This is coming along really well now. Beautiful. We put an aquarium there. And one on top. No, not really one on top. Maybe we just put one on the top there. Yeah. No, it doesn't really. You can't see the actual, you know, what's inside it, which is the whole point of it, really. You're trying to see the sand and stuff. It has a nice little element. Get rid of these. We can make this a pillar of some kind. We can do that. Wonderful. Be even cooler if we could go a bit further in. All the way down there. And make another layer of glass. So it's like, you know, cascading. That cascades down. I really like that. On the very bottom here, we can actually probably do this. There we go. And then we'll do a little staircase going down. We've got stairs, right? I swear I made some kind of stairs. Slabs might have to do. Slabs might have to do the trick. There we go. Cool. I like it. I think we'll have to get rid of this one. Something about it just doesn't sit right. You can start to see all the fish and stuff. This is really, really cool. I want to do something about this. It looks a little bit weird that there's glass out of place like that. And I wanted to keep it like that because it looked cool and natural, but I changed my mind about it. So let's just replace that. And we'll just put the glass where it normally goes. Which would be... I have to have a look at it again, don't I? Okay, so yeah, one over there. And I think one over... Yeah. Yep. And then one there. And one there. Perfect. Do we really even need this anymore? No, we don't. More slabs down here. Yeah, cool. I like it. Slab there. And then maybe just glass, actually. Yeah. Perfect. Actually perfect. This should probably be a pillar, I'll be honest. Like this entire thing here should just be a sandstone brick pillar. Going all the way up. Even there. Yeah, that one too. Perfect. Lovely. Excuse me, Mr. Catfish. I've just saved your friend and now you've come here. Okay, let me put you back out. Get some more water. And let's get you out of here as well. There you go. Are you starting to see how it's all coming together now? I really like it, personally. I think we have to do something about the roof situation. There's a lot of just randomness, you know? And normally I love the randomness. In this particular instance, let's replace the randomness with some glass. There we go. One over there as well. I have absolutely no qualms with making it into glass. There's another catfish in here. What have I just done? I'm trying to collect the catfish. There we go. You know what, I'm going to keep him on me because I have a feeling I'm going to put him out into the lagoon and he's just going to come back again. We have to fix the side of the wall. And it's a very simple fix. We just do sandstone and a cascading, maybe from here. It'll be cascading glass, 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 like so. Wonderful. I would really love it if we got rid of this side of this pillar. I think the water's coming down from there. Same with this side here. We just made this like one wall, you know? And that's fine, because we've gotten rid of the bottom blocks, so they're not gonna like leak in. This is nowhere near the finished product, by the way, and I'm sure you know that, but I love adding, you know, little stairs and slabs and decorations all around, so just just want you to, I know you probably know that already because you've seen me build before, but just, yeah, just want to make sure everybody understands it's gonna look a bit more refined than this. I just love the whole process so much and taking my time with it. Do we have any more? We do. Why don't we make this one taller? There we go. That lets us put a bit more glass as well. Perfect. And then one more glass block there. There as well. Now, I do want to keep this brick level here, 100%. Even possibly make it like a pillar going all the way down. Like that. Yep. Right like that. We could push that one more into the corner there. That might be kind of perfect if I'm being honest. So get rid of this. Yeah. And make it here instead. Does that make sense? Let's just see how it looks. Yeah, I quite like it. It adds a little bit of depth. But in saying that, we do want this corner to be open. Gotta figure out where I'm gonna put the pillars. Maybe right here. Maybe right where the slab is. Let's see. It's not bad, it's just that you don't see the corner of glass anymore, you know? Only problem. Maybe it was kind of perfect where it was. Maybe it just needed to stay here. Seriously. It was good the first. Sometimes it's just good the first time, you know, and you overthink it. I definitely overthink it sometimes. I think it was just good where it was. That looks lovely. Or maybe it goes there, but at the same time, I like having that as all glass. This needs to change, I just realized. Sand here. We should probably put like a glowstone block on the bottom. But then we're gonna cover it, so it doesn't really make sense. Okay, how about we do brick, then glowstone, then brick, something like that. Yeah, that's nice. We can then get rid of this one here, I think. Do a bit of glass in the middle there. And if we do glass in the middle here, that means that we can do what we wanted to do, where we turn this into more of a pillar. Because that glass there makes up for it. Does that make sense? And then we'd have to turn this into glass. Put glass here instead. Oh, hang on, before we do that, get rid of this here. Maybe even make the glass one level kind of deeper there, that way. That looks lovely. We can put a lantern on top of that. Wonderful. That has to be glass, I think. Or maybe we just expand it a little bit more. Where is our diorite slabs? So we put the glass diorite there. Yeah, there you go. That looks good on its own. Oh, if we can put the lantern in there and case it that way. So get rid of this. And I want to case it. What I mean by case it is like you want to surround it by glass. So glass, glass. You need to get one at the top there somehow. Come on, Egush, push through. I am very tired today. I did a big swim, so. But now, if we can case the lantern in there, it's gonna look amazing. There we go. Isn't that nice? And on the bottom. There we go. I love it. Maybe we don't need the glow shroom block there. I'm just thinking. What do you think? Guess we could keep it there. I think the lantern has to be on the right side there instead of where that is, because then that kind of defeats the purpose of the glow shroom. So the lantern kind of goes here. Okay, I'm gonna just plug this hole now because it has been really annoying me. There we go. It's gonna make such a difference. Where's my sponge? Better. Yeah, so I'm thinking we can keep the glow shroom there. That's okay. Or maybe raise it one more. So it goes here instead. So bang, then glow shroom. And then what I'm thinking is we case the lantern in this side, so the lantern goes here instead. Does that make sense? So what do you get rid of this glass block here? And this one as well. I don't think you would need that one anymore. And then the glass goes around the lantern, so lantern goes here, glass goes around it, like so. Is that too far for the lantern? I wonder. I don't want to say it is, because I don't think it is. But, I mean, I think we've gone a bit too far into the thing now, you know? April. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, good. I think it's okay. I don't have any problems with this. There does need to be... Where's all that water coming from? What is going on? We've covered it all, haven't we? Where are me sponges? They're in the furnace. Excuse me, Mr. Furnace. There we go. I quite like it. I just need to get rid of that and make it sand instead. We can keep this as natural sand. I think that's okay. Can we? I don't know. I'm thinking maybe we can't. Maybe we have to change this whole corner a little bit more now. The only problem when I design is I try to make it as perfect as possible, and then, you know, there's a lot of extra work involved in doing that. Maybe that alarite can go here instead. This corner. Go from here. Yep. I think that might be a bit better. Cool. And then this is just kind of just like a normal plateaued, like, mossy diorite. A bit of mossy diorite here. This is kind of just a natural looking, yeah, just go built into it. And then a bit of glass. We'll need one up there and on the bottom, and then we can get rid of this one. Cool. That's nice. I'm happy with that. All that's left is to get rid of these. And again, just kind of merge this together. Yep, perfect. That might need to be a stair. Do we have stairs on us? Nope. Sandstone tile stairs, that's what we need right now. That'll need to go. I'll need to go here, so just so perfect, excellent. And then that part behind the diorite where the dirt is, I want to figure something out for this. Get rid of the dirt because we don't want the dirt there. And I'm thinking like we just do sandstone bricks. Brick. Yeah, it's on the top. Excuse me, Mr. Catfish. I'm gonna have to get you to move. Drop your friend off here. There we go. Let's see how that looks from inside. We can probably start getting rid of this glass. And that one, and that one. Fill it in there instead. There we are. Yeah. I hope you can tell why this is going to take so long now. There's so many different levels and layers, and you know, we just have to think about all these different things when we're building. I will need some food. I have a baked cod stew. Prepared a beautiful baked cod stew for this. Nom 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 nom. Oops. Now we are nice and comfortable. Beautiful. Gosh. Just about to get the sandstone there, and then the fish just came in. There. Okay. Okay, I think we can get rid of this and do glass here. This one we'll just do as sandstone. Wonderful. I think that this corner is pretty much as finished as it could be at the moment. And once we start, oh, look at the way the rays become like shadow rays. And once we start decorating lagoon with, you know, different corals and stuff like that, it'll be, I have no idea how to get those. I'll find a way. There's always a way. Everything in life has a solution. Otherwise we wouldn't be here. So let's make some more bricks. Because we're gonna need more. Right, they are. These pillars have to kind of all be connected. See that pillar there? All of this dirt can turn into sandstone, I think, honestly. Sandstone all around. Perfect. Wonderful. Trying to figure out where else we could put the glow shrooms. I don't think we need one here. We can actually move the carpenter's table now as well, so let's do a staircase here. And on this side. Maybe we start doing this side of the wall now. Yeah, so let's grab another staircase. Oops, that's not sandstone. There it is. So I think they're just called tiled stairs, right? Sandstone stairs. Not plate. There we go, tiled stairs. Let's grab a couple more. We're gonna need a few of these. Let's grab like 2 more of them. My inventory is like full. The other thing I was gonna look at is stained glass. So let's have a look at cyan, and then you've got light blue, right? Light blue might look a bit nicer for us. Let's just see what this looks like. I've never really played around with stained glass before. It just looks a bit darker with a nice shade, really. Would look nice though, especially where the axolotls are gonna be, in the corner. Let's see how it looks if we stack a couple of these together. What does it look like? I actually just prefer normal glass, to be honest. And that's okay. At least we tried it, and now we know. Now we know. I had my doubts about stained glass, but now we know. Lion dye. So much dirt and sand on us, which is kind of good because we're going to need the sand again anyways. Carpenter's table, let's just put it somewhere here for now. That's fine. And then, yeah, we'll start doing this side of the wall, I think. This wall on the side, sorry. I'm just kind of worried because... I think we're okay. I was going to say I'm worried because if we do this side... And we run into a problem with the dirt being too close. See how there's like layers there? We're going to have to expand that as well. And then it's going to be a big job. It's going to be a very big job. But we can get started anyway. I mean, like with anything, you just have to start. And you'll get the hang of it. Let's take a bit more dirt with us. What I'm thinking is, let's make a few areas where the water just flows straight down into a... Oh, yes. Open that up. And then we will start going out and about up here. Cool. So, figure out the corner. I think we'll just dig the corner out. Let's just dig the corner out completely. To do that, we'll need to do from the bottom. As we normally do. Because if we do it from the bottom, then it's not going to leak out. And just as I've said that, it's leaked out. Because of the sand, actually. Yeah. Wonderful. And then this side here. And then last but not least will be this corner here. So let's figure out from here. Yep. And as long as it's not leaking into the actual... Perfect, perfect. Now we can cover this up because we don't need it anymore. Let's place that back. And let's figure out what we're going to do with the corner. This is going to be a good project. Ooh, that's okay, just get rid of all the dirt for now. Let's shear these, this glowworm silk. Well, so we don't lose it. Oh, there's a... We've got stairs, right? Yes, we do. Stairs there, just to block the water from coming down here first. And I'm just thinking now, let's start getting rid of this corner as well, because we can. And it shouldn't leak in, which is lovely. And yeah, this is the part where I was like, see how there's... At least it's flat on the top of it. But if we cull this a little bit more, give it a bit more space on this side. Open it up. Even on, you know, these blocks here, there's a bunch of gravel and whatnot. That's okay. Get rid of the dirt here. We can make it look a lot more open and natural and kind of just better. My theory. And in the process, we're getting some materials as well, so it's kind of a win-win. Lovely. There's a bit of clay. Awesome, I'm pretty happy with that. bit more open space. And if we look at it from here, yeah, see how much more open that looks now? Good. Really good. And then we start. So I think from this corner, we're going to go out a little bit more first. We're just going to go out a little bit more. Yep. Catfish are going to have an absolute feast here. They're all coming, I can tell. Yeah, we'll go out a little bit more. On that corner there will probably be where the... Yeah, it goes a little bit further in. Okay. Perfect. And then from here, from around here, open it up a little bit more there. Doesn't have to be too spacious, but I think even just from here, just from this level here, we can start to build pretty much. So we're going to start with a layer of like sandstone. 1, 2, 3. Glass. Good. Good. 3. And then that'll be glass there. So let's grab some glass and start kind of fiddling with the glass as well. Glass going all the way up would be nice. And then that'll eventually connect with this. Cool. Oops, that was a mistake. That'll take forever and then I'll do it from out here. Glass like this, which means we can do sandstone on the bottom. And then we'll need to kind of open this up a bit more. We'll need a lantern somewhere here, and I think this is a good spot for it. If we do put the lantern down, we'll need to kind of make it a bit more kind of open. So let's put the lantern here. There we are. And then we'll need to open the back of it up a bit more again. Little turtles around at the moment. Yeah. Open it up a little bit more on this side, so just so the lantern looks a bit more in place. A lot of gravel here. And then glass around it, as we normally do. Three. And then brick. Perfect. Cool. I'm happy to keep it more of a brick on this side instead of glass, because... Oh! What's that? Oh, good. What's going on? What? I think it was a turtle. Yep. Was it Chuck? Chuck's looking at me. I think it was one of the turtles. And I wasn't really paying attention because I didn't look down. But that's the only plausible explanation. I must have accidentally stepped on a turtle or something on the way down, and then they got very annoyed and started spinning. You know when they spin? I need to go and get some more food. That was a little bit worrying. Let's go and get some more food so that we're not at risk of accidentally having an oopsie. Okay, let's sort. Just put everything in the backpack and sort it so it's a bit more organized. Gotta be careful with those turtles. When they spin, they hurt quite a lot. So that's what we experienced there. We experienced the wrath of Chuck. Hello, everyone. How are we doing? Dreamy. Oh, Dreamy. Yeah, Dreamy. No, Dreamy just doesn't like me at the moment. I must have done something. I'll make it right, don't worry. Just gonna quickly go to our cooking area and grab some food, and then we will head to the aquarium. Here we go. So, some cooked cod. We have plenty of that, which is really nice. And some baked potatoes. And why not take the fish stew as well? We'll eventually probably make some more food as well. One of the next episodes. We'll spend some time cooking. Maybe even move all the cooking stuff to our actual house. We haven't really moved yet. We have the house there. We haven't moved. It's been a bit of a journey. We've been putting it off a little bit, moving and decorating and doing that kind of stuff. But I've been really wanting to do this aquarium and do the build, so after we build the aquarium, I think we'll take a bit of a break from building for a few episodes, and we'll organize our houses, we'll do some storage and just share some stories and stuff like that. I think that'll be a nice change of pace. But we've still got plenty of building to do with the aquarium, so not to worry. Alright, let's head back down, see what it looks like from over here. Yeah, this is really cool. It's coming along now. I don't think we should expand it any more than we have. I think it's already kind of a bit too far, actually. What do you think? I think it is. I actually think it is. I think let's dial this down a little bit. This is too much, I think. So let's get rid of these. And the glass as well. Go. And let's bring it back a level. Let's bring it back 1 or 2 blocks towards the aquarium. Oops. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's a bit better now. Yeah, I think we've gone a bit too far. I actually have no problems keeping the lantern here on its own, just like a kind of just a bit of light for us to look out at. In fact, maybe even bring the lantern one further this way. Make the lantern, just put it like here for now. But, oh, did I leave any bricks? They're very important. The dirt and the sand, I'm not too worried. That's pretty much infinite. But the bricks that we have, sandstone, we need to make sure we don't lose any of that. Yeah, I think we went a bit too far. We got a bit too ambitious. We want to keep it tight and cozy. So I actually think let's just do another brick level here and literally just go glass in this corner. And then from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are we thinking for this corner here? Yeah, this can definitely just be literally from where it is. There we go. Yeah, that'll be kind of our space. I don't want to go much further out than that, to be honest. So that's how we'll do it. Now, how are we going to do this? We're going to have to blend it with glass as well, as we normally do. Grab me a bunch of glass. Probably 2 sets of glass there. These can be just normal pillars going up. Maybe one glass, and then kind of just merge it with the, whoops, with the bricks there. We have more bricks on us? I'm sure we may have heaps, right? Oh, we don't have a lot of sandstone bricks left. Okay. Just have to be a bit more cautious of the resources that we're using, that's all. Okay, I think that's good. We do need more sandstone, I think. So even with all of that sand that we got in the previous episode, we still might need more sandstone. Okay, we've got a bit more sand still. Get all of the sand that we have. And okay, we've still got some Enough sand probably to make... Oh, but we can make 47 more sandstone bricks. Not good, we're like running out. Where did it all go? What, where did it all go? I just made it. Oh, it's right there. I'm going blind. There we go. Okay, here we go. So, I like the way this all is at the moment. This is a bit too far with the glass. Just make this brick like that. Yeah, that's perfect. And the brick level kind of levels out up here. Beautiful. We can have a bit of glass in between. That's completely fine. Maybe like a 2x2 of glass, like so. And now the fun part here, we go from the top. We start kind of designing. We merge the bricks with each other like this. Wonderful. And then the brick keeps going through the middle here, kind of fuses with that side. This is where it gets a little bit easier because we can still just do glass from corners like this. Sides of it have brick. But now that we've done that brick at the top, it makes it a lot more easy for us because we can kind of just tell which parts we can go all the way up with the brick and which parts we can do with the sand. And this side, I think I'm going to keep it a little bit less glassy. The other side, we had so much glass. This side will kind of just have a few pillars of glass and that'll be it. Yeah, that looks lovely. That glass pillar doesn't make any sense though, does it? It just kind of gets blocked off by the sandstone. Let's get rid of that. And maybe just pick a side. So maybe this side here. And do glass on that side there. This side we can keep as it was. We don't really need this brick there. Cool. Cool. Coming together now. Let's merge the bricks at the top. All the way up from here. Now from here, let's do a little V-shaped glass. This can all be brick. We are running out of brick again. That's my only concern at the moment, is that we are running out of brick again. No, Mr. Salmon. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. This is for your own good, okay? For your own good. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. You are a bit too curious for your own good. You know that? Spinning around. It's gonna suck because I don't think I can actually push them out this time. I think they're gonna have to be a lesson to the other salmon. Maybe I can let them out. Come on. Let's see if we can get this up. You saw nothing. Alrighty, so anyways, let's just get this part of it all just beautiful. Ready to go as well for when we do the, this will just be probably just solid brick at the back here, I'll be honest. Yeah, I don't think there's anything to look at, you know what I mean? So it'll probably just be brick. We can maybe add a bit more, but maybe make like a window. We can make a window maybe. The window will be on the back side of it, like this. 3, 4. And the brick will go around the window, so the brick will be just kind of putting in the basic basic design of what I think it's going to look like for the window. And then we'll have one there, of course. And one under that one there. Alrighty, we have one brick left. And a raw salmon. Oh no. We are completely out of sandstone, which boggles my mind because we had like 4 stacks of it. I know we... Yes. Okay. I was worried we had to kind of end the episode here and, you know, go get some more sand in the next one, but we have enough, I think, that we can maybe, hopefully, fish. Oh, you know what? Why do I make the glass kind of stick out? That's what I'm thinking. Leave the glass where it is, but make it so that it kind of looks like it comes out of the brick. Like a built-in TV screen or something, you know what I mean? Yeah, we can make that. That was a happy accident. I was not meant to place glass there, but I think that actually worked. I don't lie. And then here we go. At the top. There you go. And the glass kind of like sticks out now, you know? Bottom. Wonderful. I think we can sponge all of this. I actually think we can. I don't think there's any more holes. Cool. Cool. Have to do the ground with diorite here. Diorite slabs. I like the way the lantern's out there now. It has like a reflection. Really cool. Yes, cool. We'll have to move the chest a bit later, but at the moment I'm very happy with what we've accomplished here. This looks absolutely stunning. Let's fix this part up here. I actually think a layer of glass might look really nice at the top there. We are getting into dangerous territory in terms of too much glass. I think this will be fine. Just the last layer there. No, we can't have that one there though. That can be brick. Over here we're doing brick. All around pretty much. Start to get rid of this bottom level here of all this dirt. Wonderful. Really cool. And what I'm thinking is if we have some glow shroom on us, why don't we start incorporating that into the ceiling as well? Somehow we can... I should eat some food again. I'm getting very hungry. So, cooked cod. Nom 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 nom. Delicious. And let's have the last baked potato that we brought with us. Building is hungry work. Some glow shrooms would look nice. What do you think? You know, like, just all scattered all around. Maybe one here. Yep. Let's do one in this corner. We can do one somewhere out here. That'll look nice if it's like kind of out of the build, but kind of still in the build. Does that make sense? Put a lantern here. Kind of light up the areas around a little bit. Oh, another salmon meeting. Hello, everybody. What's going on? This. I need them to move again. Excuse me, guys. I'm just trying to build. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. And then on this side here. Oh, I'll need some air. It's crazy. Today I was at the pools. And there was this lovely, lovely old lady swimming near me. And actually there was a few of them. They were kind of like friends talking and chatting, and I was kind of just doing laps next to them. And when I stopped towards the middle of my swim, one of them was just like, this kind of walked up a bit closer to me, and they were like, excuse me. And I was like, yeah, how can I help? And she was like, I don't know if anybody's told you, but you know, you are a very elegant swimmer. And I mean, I've never really thought of myself that way. I've never, you know, but the fact that they said that it just meant a lot to me. And I've just been thinking about it pretty much all day. There's that meme of like, guys don't get compliments, and it's not really a meme, it's definitely the truth. And hearing that, and it's just been stuck in my head all day because like it's really true, like we don't get compliments. And I think that it's just kind of crazy how much a simple compliment can make someone's day and how little effort it takes. That took like no effort on her part. She kind of just said it and it just meant a lot to me. It really did. And so if there are people in your life or there's something you've noticed that someone's doing that's impressive, it doesn't even have to be just maybe somebody's done a really good job at work today or whatever it might be. Don't be afraid to tell them. It might be all they needed to get through the day. And it's really important to spread that positivity. No matter what it is you're doing, I'm very proud of you. And I'm impressed by you as well. We had a person comment that they got into acting school. In the last episode, we had two people actually. One person said they got into acting school, and another person said that they got into university. That's amazing. That's incredible. I'm really, really proud of you for that. And if there's anybody else that's kind of, sharing similar victories, then I just want you to know, like, please feel free to share it. It's really important to share those victories because it makes it much more real, and it gives other people inspiration. It really is. It's so inspiring hearing things like that. That being said, we do have a few more wet sponges. Oh, there's still a hole. Sorry, I just realized I need it properly. Oh, we can't put that there, can we? It has to be one further up. Let's quickly just put that up one further up. There we go. That should get rid of it. Beautiful aquarium, isn't it? Now, this looks obviously very one pattern, but we're going to change that. So don't worry. We're going to put some stairs, slabs, different materials, and all that kind of stuff. So don't stress. I know it looks like it's kind of bland, but it's just so that we kind of had an idea of what it was going to look like that we've done it this way. See how this part's got a lot more, like there's a lantern. We haven't even done slabs and stairs yet, putting stairs around the corners and stuff like that. But once we do, yeah, it's gonna look a lot better. So this is kind of just the base of what what it looks like. I hope you're enjoying this build just as much as I am, because I'm loving it. And I think let's probably just sort this back out. Sort this out again. Let's just look at the roof as well, make sure there's no inconsistencies. I think it looks fine though. Yeah, I do. I think it looks great. We're pretty much out of sand completely now. We have a little bit left, like a stack here and there, that we can probably make a little bit more sandstone out of. But honestly, I think it's time for us to go and get more sand. How much more we can make? We can make 19 more sandstone. That's quite literally the limit though. We can't make any more than that. We want to make more bricks. You know what? Let's not make bricks. Let's make something else that we can incorporate. Maybe some cracked tiles. Maybe just normal tiles. Why are we making cracked tiles? Wait, we can make sandstone bricks. That might look really cool on some of the corners here. What do you think? I think so. Sandstone brick. Yeah, that looks really nice. Very cozy look. Cozy feel to it. Do one on this corner as well. Sandstone bricks. Wonderful. We can mix it up over here too, We can do sandstone bricks on this side. There we go. Yeah, adds a little different element to it, and I really like it. These can be bricks. And then we've got 3 left. Maybe here. 1, 2, 3. Literally. 1, 2. Hey, that gives us a few more of the actual other bricks as well now, so. Let's see, even that simple change has made a difference. You can kind of see that. We would need to do a glow shroom somewhere. What if we do one in the middle of one of these pillars? Right there. Kind of love that, but I think it's too high. I think it's too high. It needs to be on the bottom side. Whoops. Maybe completely on the bottom, like right here. Yeah. That looks really good. Absolutely. We'll need a lantern. Yeah, just hang it off there for now. Let's quickly, just so we get a better look of how this is gonna look, let's get rid of all this real quick. Get the chests. Put the chests down somewhere else. Oh, who's this? I can't see you, sir. Or madame. Let's put the chest down over here. Just for now. And we're gonna move the other chests as well. Oh, sorry, I forgot to I forgot to put everything back in. There we go. Yep, and then we'll get all the dirt from here. Big task there. I'm gonna wait until you show yourself because I don't even know what your name is. Very rude that you just come in here, all invisible, staring at what I'm doing, taking my building inspiration and my tips. Not very nice. Actually, too much to actually. There's literally too much in there. There we go. Get the rest of it. With sponge, coal. There we go. Now it's a bit more easier to. Bit more easier? That's not a word. It's a bit easier to. To see what it's gonna look like. Give me the furnace, coal, sponge. Anything else here that we might want to move into the other chest? So we've got a chest that has all the like actual materials, you know, like the good ones that we've been mining and getting. Probably quickly just mix and match whatever we can find here that we can put in there. So magma blocks will definitely look really good as well. Down here. I still can't see you. Furnace. Get rid of these two on the floor. For now, stonecutter table can go there. Okay. Alright, well, Julietta. Hello, Julietta. Slime balls. Dripstone. I don't know what half this stuff is, but... Get a tropical fish. We might need that. We might need that because, you know, we don't have our own tropical fish and we want to put some fish in the pond or even in our aquarium. We only have 17 emeralds on us right now, though. Julietta, where are you? Let's grab 2 buckets. 1, 2. 2 buckets of tropical fish. Some clovers might look nice as well if we can put them. Can you put them in the water? Let's see if we can put the clovers in the water. This. Oh no, it kind of just I just wasted an emerald. I'd like to return the clover, Julietta. It was not as promised. It was defective. She's walking away, of course. Of course she's walking away. Well, I guess we'll just take the last... I don't know what the dripstone is for. Maybe we'll grab the dripstone. Into dripstone. It seems important. Dripstone. Stone block. And I'm sure we'll need it eventually. We can probably find more tropical fish in the future. There was a whole tropical biome over... Where was it? Do you remember? There was a big tropical biome. I think over here. Over here. Oh no, here. There was tropical fish all over here. So we can probably go there and get lots of tropical fish. I'm hoping we can. We're gonna leave those fish in the chest for now. They're fine. They're in a bucket of water. And let's just quickly grab the brick slabs and put them here because this is burning me that it's kind of open there. How nice is this? We've done a very, very good job today. A lot of great progress. What do you think? I absolutely adore this. It's wonderful. One thing that we could add that might make it look a little bit better. It's just like if we can get some rose pink salt and literally just put lanterns on top of them. Yeah. We'll put one right here. There we go. Get rid of this now. Maybe this corner here where the stone cutter table is. Do another. Might actually see if we can open this up. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Kind of what I wanted. Open this all the way pretty much. Whoop, that sand kind of messed us up a bit there. Just block that off. And then another rose pink salt. Maybe if we get rid of that, we can put stairs there instead. Do we have the tiled stairs? Stairs? I'm sure we had tiled stairs, right? We made some. Oh, there they are. Gosh. I used to pride myself in like my memory. I think I was wrong. I think my memory's horrible. I used to be like, I have a great memory. I'm very off base with that. It's cool. We'll figure something out for this. Maybe a secret little room, you know, going beneath the staircase. Something like that. All right, we've made great progress today. I'm so happy with this. I love it. Very nice. This is a big job, as we know. And this is Egush's first time building underwater and with water involved. So it is a big job, but I think we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. I'm pretty happy. There for now. Actually, no, there's too much light if we do that. Oh, there you are. Now I can see you, Julietta. I wish I had more emeralds to trade with, but they're all back at the forge, and I don't even think we have many left because these traders keep having some really cool things on them. Cool, okay. How about we head up to the animals, and we will say goodnight. Yeah, so in today's episode, let's quick recap. We just basically expanded the bottom of the aquarium here. Started building the walls. We're going to still decorate all of this, don't worry. And in the next episode, hopefully we've done enough of the walls to start the axolotl area. They're going to make a big... I'm thinking like we have kind of slabs going up and then a big sandy beach-looking area inside the actual aquarium here with some clovers and lily pads and corals, and then axolotls can live in there, you know? We need to make it so that the axolotls can't accidentally escape though, because they do kill other fish apparently. So that is what I've read from people in the comments, from dreamers. So we'll just be a bit careful with that. But yeah, that's going to be its own project. It's going to be really cool. Maybe we could even section it off so that this side we can go a little bit deeper, and that there'll be like 2 axolotls in there and maybe 1 or 2 in there, and we'll figure it out. We don't want to introduce too many axolotls at once. Maybe we'll start with 1 or 2 and we'll go from there. Let's have a look at what it looks like from up here, if we can. There you go. Look at that. How cool. At nighttime when we put lanterns and stuff around here, it's going to look even cooler than this. Amazing. That whole area there is still going to be glassed up and sandstoned and stuff, so we're going to need to go and get a bunch more sand in the next episode as well in preparation. We have a big to-do list, don't we? A big to-do list. Alright. Well now, I would like to say thank you so much for joining me this episode. Daisy's also saying thank you, and Oopsie Junior's coming to say thanks as well, aren't you, Oopsie? Like thank you, and just walked away. And Dreamy. Hello, Dreamy. Are you happy that our dreamers are here? I think you're always happy. Your name is literally Dreamy. Dreamy's very happy that you're here as well. But thank you so much for joining me. I'm really glad I could keep you company this evening. And I will see you in the next episode, my friend. Dream on.